Bonjour, bonjour, Alors, bon, ça va prendre un petit peu de temps à se lancer. J'ai pas prévu qu'il allait y avoir des mages. Faut que je mette ça. Attendez. Hop. C'est pas là. Je vais mettre ça en attendant. Voilà. Donc là, c'est marqué qu'il reste à peu près 6 minutes de DL. D'ailleurs, ça ne fait qu'augmenter, c'est pas normal. Moi, ils ont fait des mages. Je savais pas qu'ils faisaient encore des mages dessus. Comment je vois Gérer propriété, non. Oh, je voudrais voir. Oh, je voulais voir les mages qu'il y avait. Si je fais magasin. Hop. Ouais, c'est sur Steam que j'ai le jeu. Ah bah ça y est, je l'ai. Mise à jour récente. Correctif PC DLSS 3. Ça ne me regarde pas parce que j'ai rien. 4.02. À l'apport divers correctifs améliore la stabilité et les performances graphiques. Cette mage là, je l'ai déjà faite. Mais le problème, c'est que ça m'a téléchargé 2 Go là. C'est fini. D'ailleurs, au début du stream, il y a eu des petits drops. C'était à cause du DL. Mais du coup, ça réorganise, comme ils disent, tous les dossiers. Ça cherche s'il n'y a pas de problème dans les dossiers et tout. Et c'est ça plus long. Parce que mon disque est pas très rapide. Il fait 100 MO par seconde. Il me semblait que c'était plus que ça quand je l'ai acheté. Après, il faut peut-être modifier ça sur la carte mère. Je sais pas, je m'y connais pas trop. Voilà, c'est à 40 Go sur 55. Il reste 2 minutes. Ça va le faire. J'ai vu bientôt, il y aura un live. Un live Genshin. Où ils vont annoncer les nouveautés. Voilà, dans les dernières news, c'est le Théâtre Fungus, Miko. Shanhi. Miko. Redeem code. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, c'est juste pour faire les échanges. Oyo Lab. Ouais. Bon, il reste quelques secondes, c'est marqué. Pourquoi là je suis 4-2? Ah, un plutôt. C'est repassé à 2. Bon, sur Twitter, on ne pas trop lire Twitter en ce moment. Alors. Oh non. Oh non. Ah, ça va vite. Parce que là, maintenant qu'il a tout organisé les dossiers, il faut qu'il réinstalle tout. Voyons. Ce Witcher. Quoi? Ça bug pas un peu? J'ai pas l'impression. The Witcher 3. École. Armure. Allez, autoriser les cookies. Voilà. École du griffon, du chat, du loup, de l'ours, de la vipère. Alors la vipère n'est disponible que avec le DLC Heart of Stone. Comme la manticore aussi, c'est pareil. C'est que avec un DLC. Et c'est tout. Oh mais non, mais c'est abusé. Un jour de DL là, il me marque. 2 jours. Ok, super. J'ai pas de drop, ça va. Non, je vais pas attendre comme ça. Je crois qu'il va falloir faire autre chose. Ouais, allez. Bon, on va faire autre chose. Hein. Heureusement que j'ai encore des escapades à faire sur Genshin. Oh là là. Oh, j'ai le seum. Et j'aurais dû y penser. J'aurais dû lancer le jeu dans l'après-midi. Au lieu de faire des games de League of Legends comme j'ai fait. Du coup, bah... il me manque un doc. C'est qu'il est. Modifier la vue modo. Verrouiller disposition. Ajouter widget. Widget. Ajouter doublon, non. Mais j'ai plus le titre là en dessous que je peux modifier. Oh. F. F. Y a rien qui va. Et tu sais quoi Steam, je vais t'arrêter parce que j'ai peur que tu me passes la game. Hop, quitter. Quitter. Hop. Du coup, hop, modifier les infos de stream. J'ai qui à faire? J'ai Thomas. Escapade, Thomas. Et du coup, c'est le 60 sur Genshin. Faut que je change ça aussi, Genshin. Impact. Et il faut que je change le jeu. Genshin. Ok. Alors, le stream mis à jour. Ça a mis à jour, c'est bon. Oh là là. Ouais, le jeu, il est là. Pourquoi il s'est pas mis devant? D'habitude, il pop. D'habitude, ça fait un pop-up. Heureusement, il y a de la bonne musique en fond. Je sais pas pourquoi cette musique-là, en ce moment... Tout à l'heure, je vois League of Legends la mettre à fond dans mes oreilles. League of Legends, j'ai fait une game cet après-midi. Elle a duré 50 minutes. On pouvait plus à la fin. C'était trop dur. J'ai quand même gagné. Et après, pour me détendre, j'ai fait une arame. Allez, on va farmer des primos. Pour essayer d'avoir l'arme de Ayaka. Oh fuck. La scène. Voilà. Crier la scène aide à la trouver. Le jeu. Allez. Bon, ça va être tout blanc, ça va faire mal aux yeux. Pourquoi c'est en mauvaise qualité? What? Oh, ça va. Bizarre, quand c'est en petit, la caméra est tout floue. Et quand c'est en grand, bah ça va. Si je mets là. Là, ça va. Ouais, c'est bien même. Je me demande si elle est pas trop grande la caméra. Enfin, en vrai, sur téléphone, ça rend bien. Ouais, le jeu. T'as pas craché, j'espère? Ah, ça va. Bon. Bon. Du coup, j'ai loupé ça. Loupé. J'ai mis en boucle. Je vais mettre d'autres musiques quand même. 40... Allez, on va partir sur ça. Hop, lire en boucle. Désactiver, c'est quoi? Ouais. Lire en boucle la playlist. Me change pas de playlist s'il te plaît. Hop. Bien mettre mon micro devant pour qu'on m'entende. Qu'est-ce qu'elle raconte? Je vais peut-être baisser un peu le son parce qu'il est un peu fort dans mes oreilles. Et je vais vous augmenter un peu. Ouais, vous l'entendez presque pas. Hop, je vais le baisser là. Je vais le baisser là. Ok. Et tac. Voilà. Bon, du coup. Hop. Certaines fins pas obtenues, je sais. Tâche quotidienne d'un serviteur. Derrière son rendez-vous à l'endroit convenu avec Thomas. Genre on a convenu un endroit. Alors qu'on ne s'est pas vu. Intéressant. Que se passe-t-il?
Haven't seen Toma in a while. Who knows what that guy's working on these days?
Probably something of the utmost importance, as ever. Taking guests out for lavish meals, clean.
We have people like that to thank for the decline of the samurai spirit in this day and age. If you're just gonna schmooze your way through every problem in life, you might as also. I heard he's Mondstadt, born and bred. Just say.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry. I can't think of all this. Right, wait. What are you all doing here? Has something happened?
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time. We're busy people, Toma. You do well to grow us.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit in. It's the same if a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, good for them. It does no harm to the Kamisato clan. Wouldn't you agree?
3, 2, 1, hardwired.
Exactly. Or live and let live, as they. Today, it's time for a hard-earned rest. There's been so much to deal with since I got out of Komori Tea House. Oh man, there's too much going on here. Let's find somewhere more. You're still my guest after all, and I'd like to hear your ideas.
Ok.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something you'll enjoy. But despite that, I still haven't got it clear. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor or outdoor activities?
Restaurant intérieur,
Sounds like a plan. I don't really feel like spending my day. In which case, let's head to There's nowhere better to sit. I'll head over there right now and get a few.
Il y a 6 fins du coup sur celui-là. On va pas refaire un spicy hot pot.
Oh, welcome. It must have been a while since you were last. Since it's about time to eat, I couldn't resist whipping up a. So please help your. And I can't claim to compete with the likes of Ouya Restaurant Chef, but I think I. What's wrong? You look shocked. Whoa, there's been a misunderstanding. I admit, I may have added a few weird things to that hot pot, but it was just a game. For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a housekeeper after all. Wouldn't have gotten very far with. Anyway, please dig in. I won't. Well, seems like my cooking has your.
C'est délicieux.
You're welcome. When you're out adventuring on your own, take your cape, for example. I definitely see 1 or 2 loose threads there. If you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is going to come undone. And then you'll have a really tough time Let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy with the needle. And speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence that you won't find anyone as handy at cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths. You can always feel free to hand me jobs like this.
Quel homme.
What is it? Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the... I'm not sure it would work. I doubt it. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. I'm surprised that whole... With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some housekeeping wisdom with the... life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're going to bring your best self to your work. You know what? Let's give it a try. But... Alright then. If we're only opening this up to the Yashiro Commission staff, it shouldn't take too much preparation. Tables and chairs I can sort out easily enough, but we'll need to think some more. Let's start by asking around at the Yashiro Commission.
Yep. Du coup, on va faire des cours de ménage. Super. Oh, faut retourner là-bas. Bonjour toi.
Housekeeping, you say? You know, since it's Toma teaching, unfortunately, I have quite a lot going on over the next couple of days. But could I swing by once my schedule's freed up? I'd definitely like to give it a try.
Oh, no problem at all. You can join whenever you like.
Thanks, Toma. Also, this isn't really my place, but if you're starting a housekeeping class, haven't you thought about asking for Ruta? As the Kamisato clan's butler, I'm sure she'd know a lot about housekeeping.
Sure. Let's go pay... Let's hope this goes smooth.
Ah, c'est la vieille dame, la gouvernante.
Ah, Toma, and a guest. This is a rare combination. Has something happened?
Oh, not at all. We were just...
A housekeeping class? How wonderful! Do you know, I'm guessing you intend to open the class up to the whole Yashiro Commission? Not just housekeeping staff and servants, in which case, why don't you do a big spring clean of the commission itself? Seeing is believing after all. You could spend a long time.
I like Faruta's suggestion. And it's not like... In which case, heck, why not? Let's get started. And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. While we're here, though, we should water the trees.
Ok.
The whole Yashiro Commission looks as good as new. We had a lot of spectators, huh? Either way, thanks for your help. I usually handle all of this stuff on my own, but having you join me today was a pretty... Well, here's hoping. I'll set out some tables and chairs tonight. Make sure you get some good...
Monsieur propre. C'est bien parce qu'en plus ça donne des... Faut que j'attende quand? Le lendemain. Le lendemain, ça veut dire que si je mets 8 heures, c'est techniquement aujourd'hui.
welcome. Don't be too upset. With things like this, you can't expect to change people's views overnight. Well then, it looks like I'm all yours for this class. I mentioned earlier about sewing up your clothes for you, didn't I? I also want to take this opportunity to teach you how to knit a sweater. That way, you'll be able to make yourself some warm clothes before the winter comes. The fact that you're so ready to look out for me has already made me very happy. But really, it doesn't bother me at all. Once in a while, someone takes issue with my background, interests, or the nature of my work. And that's okay. People are always going to talk. It's in their nature, and you can't do much to stop them. I don't but that's enough about all that. Come on, let's start with the classic stockinette stitch. First, put your thumb on the yarn here, index finger. You learn pretty quick. Exactly, just like that. Now, scarves are always a great choice. When it's finished, you can either wear it yourself. Just imagining it warms my heart.
Ok. Waouh, il y en a des branches. Oh, faut que je retourne là-bas.
Oh, well, since it's so, please, and, what's wrong? Whoa, there's been I admit, for normal meal, anyway. Well,
C'était
you're
délicieux.
welcome. Take your cape. If you ignore let me sew it up for speaking of housekeeping, cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my... What is it? Wait, you're I just don't think with that being life maintenance is, you know what? You think so? In that, if I'm going to end up with a lot of students, tables and chairs I can sort of, are you sure? That'd be greatly appreciated. Once we have all our, I really hope everything...
Melon lavande.
Great, that's all as it happens.
Je crois que j'ai tout. J'ai tout donné. Yopli. Bonjour.
Welcome to Ogre Textiles and Kimo. Looking to buy some fabric? We have a new batch in. It's a
It sounds interesting. I'll take a look. But the main reason I'm here today, though, is to pick your...
Oh?
Well, we're thinking of starting a... Problem is, I'm not sure where to go looking for students. So, among other things, I'll be teaching some handy sewing techniques. So, providing a... Do you think you'd be able to lend a hand?
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. And as it happens, several of my regular customers do have an interest in house. After I've closed up for the day, I'll go and talk to them for you. The only thing is, I'm not sure there's enough of them for a...
Yuko. So, she has an interest...
If I remember correctly, she mentioned in conversation once, with your housekeeping expertise, I'm sure...
Great! Thanks for... Alright, let's go...
Yuko, je crois qu'on est passé à côté. Non. C'est pas celle que j'imaginais.
Honestly, my husband doesn't lift a finger around the house. The moment he's home on his day off, it's shoes off and straight to bed so he can just lie there doing.
Ugh, I have one of those. I know his work is tiring, but recently I've been really struggling with all the housework. It's starting to get.
They act like it's our job just because we do it. But nobody trained us either.
Hello, ladies. Might I ask which one?
Oh, that would be me. Sorry, I don't.
I'm Toma, the housekeeper for the yacht. We're looking to start a housekeeping class at the commission headquarters. I was...
Housekeeping?
That's right, yes. We'll be teaching a whole bunch of handy housework tips and tricks. Sweeping, mopping, laundry. The class is free, of course. The only cost to you is the materials used during the class.
What do you think?
I think this is suspiciously
Well, I'll be straight with you, ladies. I believe the classes are free for a limited time only. Right, Traveler? So far, attendance has been a little on the slow side, so we decided to start offering free trial class after the trial period comes to an end, and if you're still...
I see. It's certain, but I have a question. Is this class restricted to...
Oh, not at all. It's open to people of all genders and ages. The way I see it, housework comprises... You've got to know how to look after yourself.
Well said. In that case, I'll bring my husband along. Sounds like he...
Me too. Oh, and while you're at it, have you thought about asking Noggin? I'm sure older folks like him would have time to attend. The more the merrier.
Thank you, Toma. Please...
All right. I'll see if I...
Hop là.
Housekeeping. I was handy around the home back in the day. Sadly, you're very young. Are you quite sure you're up to the task?
I will do my very... As housekeeper for the Kamisato clan, I've been honing my craft for a long time now.
Very good, young man. Well then, I shall have to cut. If you are as good as you claim to be, I will encourage everyone I know to attend your...
What can I say? We'll be honored to have you in a... Well then, that will probably... To be honest, with this being my first time holding a class, I just hope it goes well. Anyway, tonight I'll set up the tables and chairs, so what do you think the turnout will be like? I sure hope so. This is the weirdest feeling. Housekeeping has always been something I do alone, but now...
Tente demain à 8 h. Hop là.
Welcome, one and all. This is my first time teaching a housekeeping class. I'd like to start from the theory, if I may, and talk...
Quick, come in. Toma started the class already. Well, of course. No one's ever held a class like this in the past. I saved you a place. Please, take a seat.
The way I see it, housekeeping is a unique skill set that empowered. Nowhere are these skills more pertinent than in the context of a marital relationship. If you can't look after yourself properly, that burden and, huh? What?
What the?
Huh?
I brought him. Didn't you say men can study housekeeping too?
Wipe that look off your face. Aren't you going to greet the teacher?
No, it's...
Darling.
Hello, teacher.
For the love of...
Well, hello, and welcome. Now that you're here, I expect you to pay attention and work hard. Well,
C'est les deux gars
let's
qui disent
get
qu'ils
going.
branlaient rien que on a
Housekeeping is
pour
not
apprendre.
to keep up with housework on an ongoing basis. You either have to love everything about it. Excuse me, you over there, focus, please. I like to see active engagement in my lessons. That is, unless some of you are looking to stay behind.
Ok. Bon, du coup, ce côté-là, c'est fait. Hop là.
I keep thinking, but this. So,
À l'extérieur, du
want
coup.
to go out for a stroll? Perfect. If you like cats and dogs, there's a. I go there pretty much every time. Feeling that, Narukami Island will be packed right now, so we could go to back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time, actually. Which one are you feeling? It's up to.
Je vais aller voir les chiens et les chats.
I had a feel. There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where I go to feed them. Let's meet there in a short while. I need to grab a few things though. Can't go there.
Oh, c'est loin. Hop là.
This is a pretty good spot, right? There are tons of stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come to Komori, it just sort of became a tradition over time. At first, it was a bit of a chore, but the more time I spent with them... You think so? Well, feed them enough times and I'm sure you'll win their affection. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Whenever you have any free... Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces. Don't worry, they'll still run away if they find someone threatening, but I'm pretty sure they'll like you. You're an approachable person, and they can tell. Well, that didn't take long. Look at that. Best buds all. Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on guard in case an enemy approaches.
Un chien ninja.
Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north of Konda Village. Well, that's the thing. They rarely go off on their own. After retiring, most ninja dogs are taken in by their partner, or sometimes someone else in the Yashiro Commission will take them in. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes. That would be great. It seems to sit in the same. Ultimately, bringing it back to the. Or we could even bring it back to Komori Tea House to make friends.
Oh, c'est à l'autre bout. Heureusement, j'ai tous les points de TP.
Oh, see it? It's that one. Just judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog from the Shimatsuban.
Du
It's
Shimatsuban.
looking a little
Comme
more
Sayu.
docile today. Shall we try and get closer? Oh, you should stay a few paces behind me. I know it looks calm. Here, doggy. Good doggy. You hungry, my friend? I brought you a nice little snack. Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You must want to eat a little. You don't have to come back with us, but you're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first bite. See? Delicious and poison-free. Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. looks like it has zero intention of eating the food we brought. Is it just me, or does it look kind of on edge? Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby that's got him on alert. You think he was attacked by monsters? People do tend to lose their appetite in dangerous situations. Thanks for helping out. This...
My apologies. Gotcha. Whirling snow.
Ok, j'ai pas vu que il y avait des renforts.
Busted. The night is cold. Stay put.
Et je comprends pas qu'il tank les dégâts du E. Alors que ça part d'en dessous. C'est par d'en dessous son bouclier le tank. Je comprends pas. Alors que les dégâts anémaux de zone de nomade, qui paraissaient d'en dessous aussi, lui faisaient des dégâts, peu importe s'il y avait son bouclier ou non.
Oh, here, doggy. Look, you've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Then, whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Tarumaru all about it. Reject. And there I was, thinking that I was the one it didn't like. I didn't expect it to be so on edge around you too. Well, to me, this proves that it's time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. I'll see if I can find its owner, so they could come and collect it. That's right. The Shumatsuban only answer to the Yashiro Commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Under most circumstances, no. However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato a while back, and he agreed to let me bend the rules in exceptional circumstances. That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course, but I'll be able to get the intel we need, no problem. It's sort of a prerogative I have. Oh, alright, there's a good dog. It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now. Make sure to give yourself a... oh.
Oui, reste là. Du coup, on va aller parler à qui là? Au représentant du... Je sais pas quoi là. Mitsuban.
This ninja dog you speak of, it rings. Could I trouble you to describe it again for me?
A red Shiba with a scar in its eye, dressed in black stealth wear.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inu Shosho.
Inu
That's
Shosho.
right. I'm really surprised that's where you found him.
Perfect. Now that we figured out his identity, we can get his owner. I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. The poor thing's out there all on his own with no real food or So, shall we go find the owner and see if they have time to fed?
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owner's identity. But what I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission and he won't be coming back.
C'est ça qui reste.
I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. Seems he decided to face this one alone. I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for his owner to come back, which is why he refuses to move from the beach.
Did Inu Shosho's owner leave anything behind? You know, any personal items or a Shumatsuban uniform, perhaps?
Shumatsuban.
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is the kunai he used to train with. Come with me. I'll see if I can... Yes, the reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained at it harder than anyone else. So take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to cover Inu Shosho's daily expenses.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Let's go pay Inu Shosho another visit.
Inashushu. Faut qu'on y retourne.
Hey, Inu Shosho? I know. How come this strange man suddenly knows your name? You're waiting for your master to come home, aren't you? Mind if we wait with you? Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. Look at this.
Kunai.
As I thought, you remember. Excellent. It looks like what he needed wasn't for us to take him away, but for us to accompany him. You know, I sometimes did this too, when I first arrived in Inazuma. Everyone has people and events from their past that they look back on fondly. The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban but at least now, Inu Shosho, you're not the only one. From today onward, we will join you in... I think that means deal, right? Hey, in the future, let's try... Maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold and wet like this could start to cause joy. I could make some winter clothes for him, too. In fact, I'd better get started.
Du coup, je suis à 3 sur 6. J'ai pas des persos crayons encore? Non, il n'y en a pas. Dommage. Ouais, stylé la photo. Bien. Une petite fin.
Bon,
ça on a déjà vu, on peut passer.
Well, speaking of ninja dogs, well, after retiring, it's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned. I tried establishing still. That's probably... It was in a very aggressive mood, but let's wait until it's in need. But back to our other aunt. Problem is, most of the... That's not a bad... See? You're... Well, I think we've got enough photos. I can't get over how cute they are. They're just adorable, aren't they? I'll have to think carefully about what kind of sweaters to knit for each of them. The color should be complementary. You know, the first time I came here, I still remember the first time I fed it. It was a rainy day. The Kamisato clan had just introduced a series of new policies, but a few of the more stubborn clan elders were extremely resistant to the changes. I was holding my umbrella on my way to visit one such gentleman of senior status. The plan was to talk. Sadly, he wasn't interested in having a conversation. He didn't even let me in. As soon as he saw me coming, he got his samurai. I mean, I fixed it in the end, of course. It's just that the first few So, anyway, after they turned me away, the weather went from bad to worse. The wind was so strong it rendered my umbrella completely useless. Before long, I was drenched from head to toe. I decided to take shelter under a tree and found a stray dog sitting there who had the same idea as me. It saw me and moved a little further in, like it was trying to make room for me. So we sat there together. I shared my onigiri with it, stone cold by this point, but still edible, and we ended up huddling together, waiting for the rain to stop. As far as the big shots are concerned, I'm just an expendable servant boy. I always have to be mindful about what they might want, but when I'm with these little guys and gals, even when I show up empty-handed, they still come to me. Sorry. Ended up giving you the unabridged version. Shall we come visit this place again some other time? Great. I'll see you soon.
Oh. C'est considéré comme aujourd'hui. Fuck.
So I had some things I needed to do. I wonder if they'll actually suit them. This one's for Petal. Oh, and this one's for Darko. With any luck, that should see them through the winter. Then, come the spring, a new year will begin. And they'll be free to roam the wilds once again. You know, if you take one day, that might sound a bit naive, but at least it seems to...
Ok. Hop. Encore un primo. Du coup là faut que je dise que je vais aller voir l'autre chose. Je ne sais plus quoi. Hop là.
I keep thinking, but this... So, what do you...
À l'extérieur.
want to go out? If you like cats, I go there pretty... Feeling that. Narukami Island. Which one are you?
Allons en ville.
I know Rito pretty well. Today's a rare... I haven't been to Rito in a long time, but it feels like the place hasn't changed. Then again, a long time for humans is a blink of an eye for the natural environment. Makes me wonder, what is Mondstadt like these days? Yeah, I actually grew up there. Later, my father moved back to Inazuma, and then we never heard from him. I wanted to take him some dandelion wine, so unfortunately, we hit a huge storm on the way, which sank the boat. I fell unconscious, but was somehow lucky. Oh, I'll spare you the rest for now. This is a branch of the Chuyu Trading Company based in Liyue. They sell ore from that region. I'm guessing you would have seen shops that look like this over there.
Ah, hello there. What brings the two of you all the way out to Rito? Since you're here, you should pick out a special something. Like this Noctilucus jade necklace. Or this core lapis. Do either of them pique your interest?
I think both suit you very nicely. Ah, to heck with it. How often do we get to do this? We'll take them both. But you've got to be fair to us with the price, ma'am.
Oh, really? Well, say no more, Toma. I wouldn't dream of overcharging. How does...
It looks very reasonable. Deal. Now then. Back in its heyday, Rito always used to remind me of Mondstadt. Freedom of trade, freedom of culture, and freedom of lifestyle. This is the Sailing Breeze. As it turned out, one of the first things that greeted me here when I arrived wasn't my father, but wine from my... It must be said, though, the wines here aren't quite up to the Dawn Winery standard. Back when my father was still in Mondstadt, he used to talk fondly of the Angel Share.
Okay.
Of course, I was still a kid back then, so I never did get to join. And now that I'm actually old enough, the opportunity is gone. I hope so. You've been to Mondstadt, right? I assume you've been to the Angel Ship. I hear the owner's quite a formidable businessman. Given the chance, when that day comes, we should also grab a drink. Wait, what am I saying? Maybe when you're older. I heard the Shogun recently abolished the Sakoku decree, and trade and commerce is already starting to recover. I'm sure it won't be long before Rito retrieves the prosperity of its past. This is also thanks to your hard work. And thanks to you, our nation can finally...
Hi, Toma. Out shopping with your friend? Can I get you anything today?
Oh, why not? I'll take that toy fox. The Sakoku decree might have been abolished, but the International Trade Association is still going strong. After all, there are still plenty of situations where... Here we are. Bet this takes you back, huh? I'm sure he's getting by. He wrote me not long ago, actually, asking me to deal with the situation for one of the merchants. Now that the Sakoku decree is ended, there's some disagreements within the Must be tough for the guy. I hope
Excuse me, Toma? It is you! What a coincidence! I was just about to send someone to...
I don't believe we've met. And if there's a gift involved here, I'm not sure I've earned it. Is there something I can do for you?
No. You don't know me. I ran into some trouble a while back. Asked Kurisu for some help. And he said you were the one that resolved the situation. If you're on the receiving end of someone's kindness, you can't let it go unacknowledged. So, I tried to pick out something that I thought you might like.
Something you thought I might like?
That's right! So here it is. Some confectionery from Yume no Tenenan, a fine purveyor of Inazuman delicacies. Each one costs a small fortune. I thought this would be the only fitting way to repay someone of your stature. Not to mention that the value of your assistance... Do you like it?
I don't know how you did it, but you managed to cater to... I humbly accept your gift. Keep up the good work in your line of business, and if you have any further problems...
I will! Thanks again, I'll leave you in peace now. Have a good...
You too. Pretty high energy guy, huh? You want to try? This store is indeed renowned in Inazuma. In fact, demand is so... They're all handmade by top chefs, and the flavor is as authentic as it gets. Great! I'm glad you like it. I'll see about trying to make my own recipe when I get the chance. They're made from a traditional family recipe though, so replicating them won't be easy. Okay, that about wraps up our nostalgia trip to the International Trade Association. Let's keep heading this way. We don't get to... With the change of seasons, Rito gives me a different feeling each time I come. Maybe it's not entirely to do with the seasons. Anyway, the main point is, I'm happy to be here with... The view here isn't as spectacular as on Narukami Island, but if you're looking for and I'm sure it'll be bustling with life again. Once I'm on top of things, I think I'll have to ask my lady for a long vacation, so I can take a trip back home. Alright, time to call it... Not ready to... Come to think of it, I do have a couple more places I could take you. The whole reason I took you out was to thank you for all as long as you enjoyed yourself, That's all I could ask for. Really? Okay. Oh my. It's... This really... I'm a little lost for words. This gift is... Oh, I know, but I don't mean its material value. Let me put it this way. The container I received from that merchant earlier, thoughtful gift, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I helped him out, so it's standard procedure for him to get a gift from me in return. Also, he picked a brand of fancy If you lend Mora to someone, you can guarantee that any gift you receive in return will have been chosen according to its material. But the gift you just gave me can't be weighed in the same terms. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's an omamori I always carry with me. Again, nothing expensive. But it can bring the bearer good luck. Seriously, I'm not making that up. My father told me. He gave it to my mom, and she gave it to me just before I came to Ina. Who knows? Maybe this omamori was the only whatever the truth of it is.
Encore un? J'en ai plein. C'est pas le premier que j'ai. Ouais, si c'est là. Mince. Donc ça c'est l'omamori du sanctuaire des Naokami, celle que Yaemiko m'a donné. Là c'est celui que Thomas m'a donné. Oh, je crois que j'en avais d'autres. Parce que j'en avais déjà vu. Je sais pas si ça sert à quoi ça. Bon, c'est pour l'événement des fungus. 5 sur 6. Et du coup, là, faut que je retourne dès le début. Hop, hop, hop. Je me laisse pas taper.
Haven't seen Toma in a while. Who knows what that guy's...
Probably something of the utmost importance.
We have people like also.
Oh, well, no wonder.
Sorry. Wait, where are you?
We're busy people.
Well, sorry I'm a little late. So, yep, no big deal though. If a little private, wouldn't you agree? Oh? I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need to go to, but you're my guest and I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot. I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come in.
Je vais interroger elle.
Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh, you're Miss Kamisato's friend. Basically, something downright awful's happened, and in preparation for the festival next month, we procured some. But as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. The entire ship. Well, certainly there's no time to go all the way back out there and buy another batch. But he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised. Clearly, he wants to take us for every mora we're worth. It's a real dilemma. We've tried. He once sold us some. He's resented us ever since. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out. And the festival is drawing nearer every day. Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off. I really hope the...
Oh, I heard a thing or two about it. It's hard to say since this has piqued your interest. Still, the original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into the trials and tribulations of the Yashiro Commission. Ah, so that's... Well, if that is what you really...
Tiens, je vais mettre celle-là.
Your asking price just isn't realistic.
If the festival gets delayed...
Help! I'm being attacked by ya-
What?
You little... Take it easy, would you? Look, we're not going to...
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my...
Looks like there's no negotiation.
Wait up.
Is that all they got?
Amateurs.
Hello again.
Wait, I know you. Well, if it isn't the Yash... Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for? And all thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective. You know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there are in a given year. Now, take candles, for example. Do you have any idea how many they go through? I could switch half of them out for duds without a single person noticing, and make a small fortune in the process. I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity to Well, now the tables have finally turned, and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me for charging a little extra? Look, I found out what happened. The commission's shipment ran into a storm and is now lying at the bottom of the ocean. The festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. If the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. And then you'll have a so you might want to consider your position here.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items.
Don't give me that! The fact is, you're desperate to buy, and the batch I have here can go to waste for all I care. It'd be no great loss.
Looks like we can't come to an agreement then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up, or... Time's precious, and I've given you a fair slice of my...
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend. I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories. No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaku was acting. But ultimately, the issue here lies with the Yashiro Commission. We were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write this out, let's go. There are a few people...
If it
On
isn't
dirait un gars de la
Toma.
commission économique.
I must say I'm surprised to see you. Last I heard you... who's the new face?
A friend.
Friend? What?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. Just a regular friend. No vested interest here. I originally wanted to take him out for some downtime, but we've ended up mired in commission-related complications.
So, what's the situation today then? I only have...
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore. Have you...
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all the stops to import stock from wherever they... I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition. If you were hoping to enter the bidding now...
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. we're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but we're still...
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock, which offered competitive prices.
Huh, you don't say. All right then, here's the list of sellers.
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down though. I'd say to around 80% of what they've quoted you. This one sprung up out of nowhere recently in retail. Their approach is high volume, small profit margins. The quality's not too bad, but there's always a few duds, so you'd need to inspect the goods thoroughly upon receipt. This one grabbed a loan and leapt straight onto the bandwagon. In their haste, I fear they may have ended up with the mixed bag as far as quality is concerned. Given that their price isn't particularly competitive either, I wouldn't consider them if I were you.
Wait, I know this name. Ah, yes. I believe we're on the...
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important to me, so your help...
Don't mention it. It's no skin off my back. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our deliveries of iron ore have been getting stolen. It's the worst on the road between Konda Village and Inazuma City.
No problem. We'll be back before you know it. I guess you have a few questions. I'll explain everything later.
Quietly now.
Take flight! Yeah! Unthinkable! Not now. Cold. Mine to commit to... Yeah! My apologies. Yeah!
Man, this hurts. Thank you both for your help.
Hi there. Yasutake commissioned us to...
So...
Nope, this is between us. He's the one you should be thanking, if all right.
Embrace the ice! Take flight!
Moi je fais pas de dégâts sur ce truc là. Là j'en fais un peu plus avec le crayon. Il y a du temps en plus.
Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
Fuck.
My apology. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Je vois rien.
Okay, almost there now. One final push.
Busted.
Stars, shine for me.
Things are about to get dicey.
Kamisato art. Sometsu. Take flight.
All right. I think we can leave the...
Many thanks. There were so many monsters, I didn't...
The route should be safe from here.
Sure thing.
Ok.
Worry no more, good sir.
Good to know. You always seem to be cleaning up for... Speaking of...
Ah, that rings a bell. Not...
Oh,
Huh, is that so?
think nothing of it.
Okay, this problem is halfway solved. That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. He's in charge of all of their procurement, and also responsible for keeping their weapon supplies intact. Making weapons involves purchasing raw materials, so he's the key decision maker, and the iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now. On the surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but before that, time to go visit.
Sakai, c'est qui? Non, le père Yoimiya, c'est lui là-bas. Qui es-tu?
Ah, Toma, Yasutake sent someone over already.
Really? Why?
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on...
But as I recall, the only reason... So, if we sever ties with him, surely he...
In principle, that's how it works. I'm just a small timer, you know? People like me need stability and security, not to go rocking the boat.
Come on now, let's work something out.
Well...
For starters, I'd say that's plenty for now. You don't want to go biting off more than you can chew, right?
You... If you bring me some Noctilucous Jade, I'll get my hand...
Great! Okay.
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. You know, Toma? I sure hope the two of...
Don't you worry.
That's good to hear. Okay.
People whose attention is always focused on other people... let's...
Le siège de la commission culturelle. Ah bah oui, bah... Le domaine Kamisato. Je confondais avec la commission économique.
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe...
I highly doubt that would... And again...
But the samurai spirit...
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever...
Is anyone...
Huh?
He must be here to make...
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace, I
apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Toma, I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock too. If you need more, please, you'll have everything you could need.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None whatsoever. I'll stake my whole reputation on it. No fakes, no defects. I give you my word. Please, this is my whole...
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay, I'll deliver the goods right away.
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. All right, with that taken care of...
Why was he apologizing to Tom?
What's going on here? That's strange. Where'd he go?
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? his goods could go unsold and it wouldn't bother. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers, so I sorted it out privately. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problem. It's no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations. I know you'd like people to look up to me. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. On the contrary, having too good of a rep, you feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? For me, that's enough. Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. Plus, I didn't get...
Quel homme. Ah, c'est pas ça. Et 20 primo en plus. Bon, je n'aurai pas le temps de refaire une escapade, c'est sûr, parce que ça prend trop de temps. École Youhou. Ok. Il m'en reste plus beaucoup d'escapades en vrai. Il me reste Sayu Goru, Kokishinobu Ezu et Farouzan. Ebi. Ebi. Donc là pour elle il me faut quoi? Il me faut ça. Ouais, faudrait que je fasse l'arbre congelé. Une team pour faire l'arbre congelé. Non pas elle. Elle. Et puis en vrai nomade.
This had better be important.
J'en ai 111. 8. Je peux le faire 2 fois. Et... oh, ma Shangling n'a plus beaucoup de PV. Elle change de perso. What? What? What the fuck? Ok, c'est heureux. Faut que je refresh. Merde. Mon stream a... Je sais pas, j'ai eu un gros drop de connexion. J'en perds encore? Merde. Mon ping là il montait à 999. Hein. Ça a l'air d'aller. Bizarre. Pourquoi ça fait ça? Ok, bon ça a l'air d'être passé. C'est quand je me suis TP, j'ai voulu changer de personnage et ça n'a pas changé. Ah ça a changé mais bizarrement. Ça répondait pas comme ça aurait dû.
Quietly now.
Eat this! Nice and spicy.
Busted.
The wind rises.
Niveau 83 quand même. Je pète bien la gueule. Ok, on retente une TP, on va voir si ça lag. Quoi? Hein? What the fuck? Des gros soucis de connexion. On va se repasser à 2. J'aurais pas dû refresh. D'ailleurs le titre. Non c'est bon le titre.
You think I've got a sharp tongue?
Parce que sur mon téléphone c'est revenu à l'ancien titre.
If someone can't handle it, maybe
Je vais modifier les infos. Non c'est bon. Bizarre. Bizarre. J'avoue je comprends pas. Hop là. Est-ce que j'ai des trucs à crafter? Non, rien pour le crayon. Après je peux faire de la conversion. Genre par exemple j'ai 4 gros cristaux pyro. Je pourrais m'en servir pour en faire des crayons. J'en ai 4. Intéressant. Non c'est pas cela. Cela faut que je le fasse. Hop 5. Ok. Encore un, je pourrais mettre Shangling niveau 90. Ça aussi, il faut que... Les dendros, il m'en faut pour Yao Yao. En fin de compte, il n'y a que les électros qui me servent pas. Et un émo que j'en ai plus besoin. Sauf si j'ob sucrose, j'en aurais besoin. Je sais pas encore la team que je veux faire. En vrai, je me dis, je mettrais bien un Zhongli en support, enfin en support en shielder. Ça peut être très très fort. Hydro, j'ai up ma Yilan, donc j'aurais plus de perso hydro, je pense. Bon, le truc, c'est que Shangling, il arrive pour prochaine bannière, j'aurai jamais de quoi. J'aurai jamais de quoi le pool. Ouais, j'ai cuisiné 20 plats. C'est ce que je voulais voir. Je vais aller voir dans ma théioche. Dans ma théioche. Bah du coup ça va ouvrir le monde en multijoueur. Que ça va me faire laguer aussi. Moi c'est bizarre. J'enclenche le fait que... Enfin je coche le fait que les rediffusions sont disponibles. Mais du coup ça marque sur le live que limite comme si c'était une rediffusion. C'est pas clair. Niveau de confiance. 8, 9, 3, 3, 2. Hop. Fabriquer, je peux rien fabriquer, je crois. Regarde. Ça sert à rien que je fabrique si c'est... S'il n'y a pas ça. Parce que sinon ça me rapporte pas d'XP. Mais j'ai pas de bois d'érable. Zone conseillée, île de Narukami. Quand j'y étais, j'en ai pas vu. Ah oui, j'ai mis mes plantations là-bas. J'ai ajouté Barbara aussi. Vu que j'ai up de niveau. Oh, c'est pas poussé. Ok. Ok. Oui, il faut aller avec les aventuriers. Ok, voilà. Ça c'est fait. Dépenser 500 000 moras. Ça va, c'est faisable. Bah, de toute façon, je vais faire... Comment je vais dépenser mes résines? Je vais faire les boss, enfin le boss là. On va voir les 6 gros cristaux cryo. Une fois que je les aurai, je vais faire les donjons pour avoir le gobelet.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
The wind rises. That's far enough.
Wow, les gars qui met.
Search for it. Unsightly insects.
You're up! Booba, get them!
Ouais, j'ai pas t'aider.
Too slow.
Hop là. J'ai eu un comme ça. Pas mal. J'en ai jamais eu un gros légendaire d'un coup. Ça c'est le max de ma chance. Du coup j'ai fait 10 boss. Hop, niveau 38 sur le Battle Pass. Du coup vu que j'en ai un gros comme ça, je peux directement faire le 5 étoiles. Et du coup, il m'en manquera plus qu'un. Et les avant-gardes là. Les gardes-mains. Attends, annuler. Oui, c'est bien sucrose. Ok. Ça, il m'en faut plein. Faudrait que j'en ferme plein. Hop, Ayaka. Élevé. Ah non, il m'en manque 2. Ok. Je pensais qu'il m'en manquait qu'un. Ah, elle a beaucoup de PV de base. 11 009. Niveau 90. Et lui, c'est 10 000.
Relax.
Elle, 14 000. Enfin, encore 11 009. Non, ce sera niveau 80. Dégâts critiques parce qu'on a 108. En armes. Pas renforcer. Remplacer. Je lui upgrade celle-là. Si j'ai pas le... Comment ça s'appelle? La lame reflet brume machin truc. Ça pour renforcer il faut ça. J'ai pas le donjon. Ah c'est parce que c'est pas disponible aujourd'hui. Matériel d'élévation d'armes. L'île de Watatsumi est la plus éloignée de l'île de... Ça j'en ai plein. J'en ai tué plein et je suis jamais servi. Mais ça aussi, ça demande des garde-mains. Et je crois que ça aussi, le reflet de tranche brume. On peut avoir les matériaux d'élévation. Dommage. T'imagines, tu le rends 5 ces armes là. C'est... Tiens, en avoir une, ça me... Je suis pas sûr de l'avoir. En vrai, je trouve que limite... Cette épée là... correspond plus aux couleurs et au thème d'Ayaka que la 5 étoiles. Mais bon, si c'est la 5 étoiles, forcément, elle a des stats de base plus élevés. Et du coup, mettre celle-là plutôt que celle-là me donnerait des stats de base plus élevés. Forcément. Et vu qu'elle est craftable, je pourrais farmer pour l'avoir au rang 5 aussi. J'ai 3 couteaux affilés encore. Ça c'est le couteau affilé de base. Ça c'est en l'ayant up un peu. Ça se voit fort sur la lame rituelle. Up niveau 90, niveau 1. J'ai toujours cette arme là. Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire de ça? Allez au rang 5. Ah, c'est pareil. Oh, je l'ai mis sur des lucs. Ce machin là. Renforcer. Je pourrais le raffiner. Ça demande ça, les trucs de l'événement. Et ça ne sert que pour ça de toute façon, donc... Autant s'en servir. Oh. Raffiner au max. Tous mes persos ils sont bien, ouais, tous mes persos sont niveau 20. Et je le up une fois comme ça j'ai... Bon, je vais pas attendre les 40, hein, ce sera trop long. Je l'ai up une fois pour avoir les orbes. D'ailleurs, j'en ai pas. Non. Et c'est dans 3 jours. 3 jours, 7 heures, donc. Demain, on est mercredi. Samedi. À partir de dimanche, c'est... Oh, c'est bizarre. C'est marrant, ça, il n'y a pas de limite. Et là, sur ces trucs-là, ils en foutent 5 de limite. Attends, c'est ce qu'on a le plus. Par contre, ils mettent pas d'armes. Hein. Actualisation en 3 jours. Bah, je m'en sers que pour ça de toute façon. 75 au lieu de 125. Ok. Ah oui, j'ai mes... Hop. Ça. Opération spéciale du général Canin. Ouais, c'est mes... Terminé. L'inex... Capacité. Oh oui, c'est les... Oui. Ah, souvenir de Curse, donc c'est que les escapades. Et les... D'accord. C'est que les escapades et les quêtes d'histoire du coup. Quoique là, ça a vraiment l'air d'être que les escapades. Terminé 5 fois emporté par le vent, je sais pas ce que c'est. Ça, je l'ai fait cette quête-là. Je l'ai fait 3 fois, je crois. Niveau de réputation 10 à Sumeru. Faut dire que je passe 10 à Inazuma avant. Ça, c'est pareil. Ça, j'ai fait à 100%. Ça, qu'est-ce que c'est? Niveau d'affinité 10 avec 4 personnages. Ok, c'est en cours. Ça, j'en fais assez peu, en vrai. Pour l'instant. Ici, des faits. Ouais, faudrait que j'en suive. Ouvrir des coffres. Un monde stat. Là, le truc, c'est que j'en trouve plus beaucoup à mon stat des coffres. Hein. J'ai bien poncé mon stat. 10 défis de monde, ça doit se trouver, en vrai. Les sanctuaires, à lui, il m'en reste que 3. Pareil, je les trouve pas. Statut de 7 niveau max, je suis en cours. Mais il va falloir que je farme pour découvrir les Géoculus. L'effet, ouais, je fais pas trop l'effet. 800 coffres, hein. J'en ai quasiment 600. Terminé 20 défis, j'en ai fait 13. Disperser les éléments cryo, hydro, pyro, électro. Au moins une fois chaque en 2 secondes. Éliminer une fois 4 ennemis en 2 secondes grâce à supraconduction. Éliminer 5 fois 4 ennemis grâce à surcharge. Je l'ai jamais fait ça. Pourtant je... Ah si. Faut le faire plusieurs fois. J'avais eu un succès. Parce que j'ai gelé un ennemi super longtemps. Activer tous les points de TP, ouais. Et il y en a des points de TP. 41 sur 46. Monter la statue niveau max. Ouvrir 50 coffres, il m'en manque un. Renforcer l'adjuvant niveau max. Pareil, ça faudrait que je le fasse, ça donne des primos. Comme le Modon Dragon, j'ai... Merde, l'arbre, je l'ai à monter. Il me manque une fée à faire. Bon, après ça va augmenter. À la lumière du jour, ça je ne l'ai pas fait. Débloquer l'intégralité de la carte d'Enconomia. Je n'ai pas encore découvert Enconomia, faudrait que je le fasse. Activer tous les points de TP en Enconomia, il y en a 24. Mais c'est énorme en fait. Mais il n'y en a plus que dans le gouffre. On peut pas voir s'il y en avait combien. Même à la montagne, il n'y en avait pas autant. « 40 coffres. Ah ouais, faut que je le fasse en vrai. Puis il y a peut-être moyen aussi que ça me donne tunique de rat de feu, perle de tête de dragon, bol d'offrande sacrée et obtenez le corail demandé par Tsuyuku. Ah ouais, va falloir regarder à ça. Chronique de la mer de brouillard. Débloquer tous les sanctuaires. Ah, il y en a 2 là-bas. Il y en a 2 là-bas. J'ai combien de clés? J'ai une clé. Bon, je vais attendre d'avoir 2 clés puis j'irai. L'île elle est petite donc en vrai il se voit facilement. Et je crois même les avoir déjà vus. Mais ouais, en Enconomia, va falloir le faire. Ça, va falloir s'y intéresser aussi. Hein. Faire la salle 2-3 sans subir de dégâts. Faire la salle 2-2 sans que le monolithe ne subisse de dégâts. Ça c'est chaud. On ne pleure pas à Schneeschnaya. Accomplir toutes les missions de Tsarevich. C'est qui Tsarevich? Ça il me manque ça, je sais pas comment on le fait. Un autre monde. Ah oui non ouais c'est le truc multijoueur, ouais donc ces 3 là je les ferai jamais. Ou alors faudrait que je me connecte à 2 comptes, pas facile. Ok. Bon, va falloir qu'on découvre Enconomia. Ce sera peut-être le sujet du prochain stream en vrai. Découverte de Enconomia. Vu que je manque de sujets de stream, apparemment ça a l'air d'être une grosse région. Ouais, j'ai perdu énormément d'images. Je ne sais pas pourquoi ça a bugué tout à l'heure, mais vraiment pas. L'autre coup, j'ai... Oh, qu'est-ce que je faisais? Ah oui, heureusement. J'étais sur l'outil d'entraînement League of Legends. Ou sur Genshin, peut-être encore. Je sais plus. Et pareil, j'ai un gros drop de connexion. À la base, je devais stream, puis je me suis dit, bah finalement, heureusement que j'ai pas stream, parce que bon, avoir un gros drop de connexion en plein milieu, c'est pas terrible. Je sais pas si sur les vidéos YouTube ça se voit aussi, vu que j'ai un porte de Twitch. Bon, si c'est le cas, je suis désolé. Malheureusement, j'ai rien pu faire. Un petit drop de connexion comme ça. Tu perds des paquets. Bon, au début de live, c'était normal. C'était la mage Witcher qui faisait bugger. Mage que je n'ai finalement pas faite parce que bah, ça prenait trop de temps. 12 jours ça marquait, non mais... Bon, c'est parce que je streamais en même temps, sûrement. Du coup, bah... Witcher pour une prochaine fois. Faut que je pense à le mettre à jour. Mais là, Genshin, ouais. Je suis à fond dedans. Je suis hyper hype par le jeu alors que... En ce moment, je tourne en rond. Ça me fait chier même. Je joue pas mal à League of Legends aussi. D'ailleurs, j'ai vu sur LoL, il y a le gars qui fait les les patchs, qui a tweeté, qu'ils allaient up Yasuo. Alors le champion, je l'ai joué 2 fois. J'ai littéralement 1v2 alors que je faisais n'importe quoi avec le champion. Le champion est, je le trouve trop fort. Et ils vont le up. Ça n'a aucun sens. Je pense que c'est pour faire venir les Diana Yasuo en compétitif pour le MSI. Parce qu'ils vont up Graves aussi. Qui est un perso incontestable. Enfin, incontournable. Des événements à terre. Là, c'est toujours pareil. Bon. Bah, je crois que je vais aller coucher. Bon, je suis un peu deg de ce stream parce que j'ai pas fait ce que je voulais faire. Je voulais faire du Witcher. C'est pas passé comme prévu. J'aurais lancé à l'heure sur du Genshin, j'aurais pu faire 2 escapades plutôt qu'une. Bon, les escapades, je les trouve intéressantes parce que ça raconte des histoires et tout. Mais je sais pas si en stream ça rend vraiment bien parce que bah je parle assez peu vu que je lis les dialogues. Je pourrais les lire à voix haute mais je sais pas lire. C'est vraiment un truc, je sais pas, quand je dis à voix haute, je bégaye, j'arrive pas. Mais dans ma tête, je lis tout en 2 secondes. Donc ouais. Je parle assez peu mais en fin de compte ça va vu que c'est des... Le personnage parle. C'est pas les quêtes, comme les quêtes secondaires où les personnages ne parlent pas. Du coup je me dis que ça va quand même, ça met une petite ambiance, c'est cool aussi. Puis bon, il y a toujours une petite musique en fond pour l'ambiance et tout. Et ouais, je veux absolument les faire en stream parce que bah c'est du contenu techniquement officiel important. Donc ouais. Bon là peut-être avant de faire d'autres escapades. J'ai quoi? J'ai Sayu et Goku débloqués je crois. Donc avant de continuer les escapades, on ira probablement en Konamiya, probablement prochain stream même. Enfin prochaine VOD de Genshin. Bon, peut-être entre temps il y aura du Witcher mais pas sûr. Donc ouais. Déjà 60 VOD hein. Bon, l'épisode 60 n'aurait pas... J'aurais aimé que ce soit un truc un peu mieux, en vrai. Limite faire un Konamiya à l'épisode 60, mais... C'est tout, c'est comme ça. Hein. J'allais pas cut mon stream à 20 minutes de live parce que j'ai pas... Le Witcher ne voulait pas se mettre à jour. J'ai un poil à mon nez, ça me chatouille. Donc, ouais. Bon, j'espère que ça a été quand même. Sur ce, n'hésitez pas à passer du coup sur YouTube pour voir toutes les rediffusions. Tout y est. Enfin, pas encore tout, faut que je programme des trucs. On est le 28 mars. La dernière vidéo est upload pour le 7 avril. Et j'en ai encore quelques-unes à upload. Je dois avoir 2 semaines d'avance à peu près, je pense. 2 ou 3 semaines. J'avais plus d'1 mois d'avance avant. Mais bon, en ce moment, j'ai quelques petits problèmes qui fait que je peux pas stream comme je veux. Plus je suis un peu feignant, plus la LFL et le ESC. Hop. Et n'hésitez pas aussi à passer sur Twitter pour être averti des lives. J'annonce tous mes lives toujours sur Twitter. Et si jamais vous êtes sur YouTube, ça peut arriver. Le lien pour aller sur Twitch et me follow. Bon, vous pouvez pas cliquer dessus hein, sur YouTube, ça marche pas. Faut retaper le lien dans la barre de recherche Google. Voilà. Bon, sur ce, je vous souhaite une bonne nuit. Je vous dis vendredi matin. Ouais, j'espère. J'espère que je pourrai. Si tout va bien, vendredi matin. Et c'est pour ça que je tenais absolument à stream aussi ce soir, parce que vu que je peux pas trop stream, du coup bah il me faut que je prenne un peu d'avance, enfin un peu d'avance, que je fasse une limite de stream par jour comme là. En vrai ça me dérange pas parce que je m'amuse bien, j'aime bien les jeux que je fais et tout, ça passe tout seul. Bon voilà. Sur ce je vous dis à vendredi matin si tout va bien. Passez une bonne nuit, une bonne journée tout ça. Sur YouTube, à dans 2 jours pour une prochaine VOD. Et ciao ciao.
Let's move side to side, let's